Lego, one of the most popular toy companies of all time, really. Game is started back in the 50s. Lego has been, building kits for kids for over 50 years at this point. However, Lego is one of the few toy companies that has actually branched out its license to video games. This all started in 1996 with the video game Lego Racer for the N64. About 10 years later, however, they gained a Star Wars license, allowing them to release a Lego Star Wars game. With this game, they took a little bit of a different approach. Instead of a racing game that had basically nothing to do with the movie, instead, and what they did was they combined all of the movies that had come out so far, but it was a nice little Lego game for people to play. This game had humor that wasn't in the original movies, but still told the original movie story. It allowed you to take control of tons and tons of Star Wars characters exclusive from the films, and with a giant collectathon platformer, requiring you to solve puzzles using the Force and collecting collectibles as well. This was the big aspect of this game, and it's part of what made it so popular. Lego Star Wars sold millions of copies, and the franchise it was based on was probably the reason. Star Wars was just getting a new film, Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, which was probably just helping in the long run, despite the prequel was actually sucky for the most part. No, I don't actually mind Revenge of the Sith, though a lot of people do say it's the best of the trilogy. However, we're getting off topic here. About 2 years later, Lego gained the license from Warner Brothers to create a Batman game. This Batman game would become Lego Batman and released in 2008. Lego Batman is personally one of my favorite games I've ever played. I didn't play the Lego game to that point, but I don't regret picking it up in 2010. I was in university at this time, and I personally really enjoyed my experience with the game. Just like Lego Star Wars, it's a big action-adventure style platformer with lots of collectibles, puzzles, and over 30 levels to play. It was also the first Batman game, aside from spin-off fighting games and stuff, to allow you to actually play as the villains. You get to see the story from their perspective, which I really liked about the game, and it was probably a big selling point. It's even mentioned on the back of the box. However, my college roommate John never actually wanted to play the game with me. So think about him not being fond of collectibles, which is fine, people don't have taste or anything. But I somehow convinced him to replay through the game with me in a full-on Let's Play. Yes, our next Let's Play is the original Lego Batman for Xbox 360, PS3, PC, and Wii. Once again, this game is very nostalgic for me. I've played and replayed it about 4 times to completion, and I have started plenty of other playthroughs and stuff. It's just a personal favorite of mine. It's a lot of fun, has some great humor. The original story is definitely what helped it stand out, as Lego Star Wars was just retold the story of the movies. Lego Batman, they did not go off the Dark Knight, which was probably a good call on their part. They instead told something original. And it's just that classic humor that the Lego games and Lego series as a whole, in terms of its games and movies, is totally known for. So, join me and John on August 7th as we head over a miraculous adventure with Lego Batman.
Lego Batman, the video game.